wait and see who joins us this morning. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hope everyone's having a great day. Scrap Metal Racing. Good morning. Glad you could join. Nice seeing you in the feeds. Hope you're having a great day. Trying to get the morning started here, and I thought just a little glimpse at the awesome sunrise. Are you in the Central Texas area? Stamos. Awesome. Thank you for joining. All the way from Greece. I sure appreciate you dropping in. It's morning time here. Oh, where am I? I'm actually outside of Austin, Texas. Yep. I'm in Austin, Texas. It's morning here, morning sunrise. Let's see. On your way to Fort Worth or to Houston, I got you. Yeah, well, I got to be honest, Scrap Metal. That's one leg of a journey that I don't envy. I used to drive a lot from Dallas, Texas to Houston, Texas, and that got a little mundane after a while. It was just a long haul. I used to drive it a lot when there wasn't much between the two major cities, and there was long areas where if you didn't get gas or stop for a break, you weren't going to find anything till you hit Conroe or something. But I think it's built up a lot more, but that can be a long drive. Well, thank you, Stamos. Thanks for joining. I'm sure, yeah, it's evening there, so I always appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by. Gosh, 7 weeks. That's a long stint. Oof. I've done some long travel before, but usually my company's good about bringing me home every weekend. I've done I think the longest I did was 6 weeks, but at least I got to come home on weekends. Yeah, that's rough. I was in Houston, Texas. I was in Houston last week. This week I'm at home. I think this week and maybe next week. Then I go to Dallas after that. Yeah. I appreciate y'all dropping in. Again, it's going to be a pretty morning. Where I am, as you can tell by the red in the sky, back over here is where the sun usually pops up over the hill. Great for sunrise. It's just kind of my favorite spot to hang. I think metal wise, when I checked the prices this morning, I think we're sitting at gold was about 4,300, I believe. It's crazy how the gold keeps going up. Silver seems to kind of bobble back and forth between in the 50s, but still, it's crazy to think the 50s. I took a snapshot of last year when I was doing my stacking goals, and I think we were looking at in December of 2024. I mean, it was still like in the high 20s and stuff, and kind of looking at where it would it go. And the big question is, would it hit $40 an ounce in silver in 2025? And yeah, it's crazy how it blew that out of the water. Yeah. So, how's everything going with you as far as stacking? Are y'all buying anything else? I'll be honest, to talk about my goals real quick, is I have shifted from uh, basically stacking to collecting, but I've gotten more into, I don't even say semi numismatics, but some of the numismatics, things that I think are unique and that may carry value, or I'm looking for those unique historical opportunities that have some level of silver price, um, or things that just really, uh, really kind of step out unique. For example, this is one because you guys know I like Austrian coins. Uh, I'm a big fan of Austria. So this is one, and let's see, it might be difficult to zoom in because of the lighting. Yeah, lighting's not the best. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that one, but this is a coin I found at my LCS. It's a 1794 Austrian coin. I haven't totally looked up what it is, but just it's one of my oldest, I would say, from that era of the Austria-Hungarian Empire. I was surprised to see it because a lot of the coins I have are more 1800 period, and then the 1900s. So I was really pleased to find one from the 1700s. When the light comes up, I'll show that again so you guys can see it. The other thing that I did, I'll say, splurge on just because of where the silver prices are, but it was kind of significant to me, just in light of current events and what's going on, is I got this. It's a silver round, 3/9 fine, 1 ounce, to commemorate Charlie Kirk. It was being produced by Money Metals. Let's see, there you go, Money Metals, and all the proceeds go to benefit Turning Point, and that was important to me. Yeah, a little bit of face reveal there, but that's okay. I've been seen in videos, but yeah, all the proceeds go to benefit Turning Point. So it was kind of unique and something that I wanted to purchase. Let's check out the chat here. See all who is joined. Yeah, thanks for joining, y'all. Get to see the sunrise here. Talk a little bit about metals. Has anybody bought anything unique? Are you kind of like me, where you're kind of shifting in your goals? A little bit less of, for me again, less stacking and more just finding those either spot melt deals, historical value, and some numismatic. Okay. I will say, I've heard a lot that many of the coin shops, LCS, and a lot of the dealers, even some of the refiners, have an overabundance of 90% junk silver in US. So, that's either great deals on it or it's not really moving. So they're not really buying it right now, which can be a great time if you want to stack some of that. Oh, yeah, that's true, Stamos. I have no beard. In fact, I pretty much am anti-hair. I was very fortunate. Just funny story. I had hair. Um, I met my wife in college. We got married, and about 3 months after we got married, I had a little bald spot. And probably about a year after that, I pretty much had no hair, but she was stuck at that point. Hey, West Texas, how are you? Good morning. Hey, something cool I don't want to show everybody. What's happening here with the weather outside here, Austin, is that's where our sun comes up. Beautiful sunrise. But I just want to show you when you look at the line of the front. Check that out. We are getting a cold front coming in, one of our first. Yesterday we were still 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Today we're expecting an awesome high of about 85 degrees. So we're excited about that little band of weather coming in and cooling things down. West Texas, oh, it's chilly there. I guess that front maybe already passed by you and it's just coming our way because I heard it's coming from the west. I'll be honest, I'll be ready for chilly. And it looks like that little weather band is creeping in and it's going to cover our awesome sunrise this morning. But anyway, with the spot prices where they are, I am going to go to my LCS probably today. I usually try to go to my LCS on Thursdays to kind of see what's come in, but I missed last Thursday, and I'm going to be out of town this Thursday, so I'm going to try to drop by my LCS later today and see what's come in. Uh, as mentioned last week, uh, he's got some really unique things that are popping in because people are starting to let go of the silver while he was buying. And there were some unique pieces that came in. It wasn't just the standard folks bringing in their American Silver Eagles or Gold Eagles. He had some really unique pieces. So I've been enjoying going around and seeing what new comes in the door. I was really surprised, as I mentioned, maybe it's bright enough to get a little better glimpse of this. This was an Austrian coin. It's from the 1794 Austria, so it'd be Austria-Hungarian Empire. I can't tell what monarch that is, but that's the one piece. All the great detail in this coin, but the monarch, the effigy is kind of slicked over, so I can't see the detail of it. But it does have 3.8 to 8 grams of silver in it. And then again, I was highlighting my find. This is from Money Metals. They were offering, basically, it's a tribute to Charlie Kirk, one of their rounds that they had. I just felt led to buy one because the proceeds go to Turning Point USA. So I guess from a stackers metals enthusiasts, this is a great way to support the mission. Yeah, you're right, Emerald Coast. It probably is a collect from a seasoned stacker. You're right. Um, it's just yeah, people are letting it go right now, and there's so much unique stuff coming in the door of my LCS. Yeah, Emerald Coast. I'm just catching up on the chat. Yeah, I'm live. Um, ever since just catch you up. I got back from the Czech Republic and from Europe back in May, and I kind of hit hard with some reasons to relocate from our home of like 25 years in Austin proper. So we did a mass packing up. I had to shut down the Czech Stacker studio, so I didn't put out much content over the past several months. But we're in a nice new place, and I'm still working on the studio. That was kind of one of the final things that I had to do, and so I've been kind of doing a few lives from this new awesome spot. Just as a way to kind of keep my channel going. So yeah, it's alive. Thank you for joining. And you're right, Charlie Kirk was a legend. I used to watch him a lot before, just a pastime on back porch, just watch his videos. I just thought they were hilarious, funny, and just respected the way it was this honest debate. It was this hit it with logic instead of just you know hyper emotions. I just loved his style. He was a one of a kind. But yeah, I'm just curious how many folks are watch him more now after the tragedy, because I know a lot of people that do. They're ones that either watched him occasional or didn't watch him at all. And I've got friends that just sit there almost every night, watching Charlie Kirk videos. Um, and what a movement! Yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard, Emerald Coast, with the videos. And I tell you, if West Texas is still in the chat, he does a great job with just doing real life content. I know having those mornings when he's cooking, even sometimes at night when he's cooking dinner, it's great following him just to catch up and just BS. It's 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 a great way. It keeps the channel flowing. So but it's hard to put those videos, especially for me. One of my biggest problems is I'm a perfectionist. So I can start a lot of videos, but if they're not right, I just kind of move on to the next one without wrapping up the previous one. So sooner or later, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try to catch up on some of these videos, because I've been inspired by another content creator that's just basically said that, at some point, you're not going to reach perfection. Just get it out there. People will enjoy it. And basically he told me to stop being my own worst critic. So I'm hoping once I get the studio up and I get the computer going again, I'll crank out some of those videos. Yeah. Yep. Oh, you're welcome, West Texas. Yeah, I appreciate, and I love how your channel's grown too from a lot. I think you've kind of mastered the lives. Just between your guests, having sometimes Herman Ortiz on it, and in your cooking, and just talking about those events, and but also still showing the medals and all of that. It's great. I enjoy it. In fact, I can't deny that you guys may have been one of the inspirations, watching some of your videos of those sunrises or sunsets in West Texas. That kind of thought, hey, that looks cool where I'm at too. Kind of gave me a little inspiration to do this in the morning. Yeah, it's a great way. Oh, thanks, Emerald. I sure appreciate it. Yeah, I hope to get out more, and especially for me, I make those trips to Europe. In fact, I'll be going back to Europe again, to Prague, and visiting some of my favorite. I'm going to try to do a video from the coin shop that I go to in Prague. I don't. It's more of an old school European coin shop. I don't know how comfortable they'll be, but I don't know if I've ever described it. But let's just put it this way: it's a tiny place. It looks like a hoarder's cabinet. Junk everywhere. There's enough of a pathway, and this is a coin shop in Prague, Czech Republic, that I go to. I have to go with my friend who speaks fluent Czech because the coin shop owner doesn't speak English. We sit down at this little table, and it starts out by him putting shot glasses on the table. And then he starts talking about, what do you want to see? What are you looking for? And for me, it's like Czech commemoratives and also stamps, because I do collect some of the historical stamps from periods of time, especially in the with my Czech roots. Um, Having a conversation as he pours one of the traditional um, Czech adult beverages. It's called Slivovic, and it's basically plum brandy, but it's very common throughout that Central European area. Slovakia has its own version. Hungary might. I think they have a version too, but the Czech one, it's called Slivovic, and it's a plum brandy, and I call it plum flavored gasoline. You get a shot, and then he goes in the back and he brings out some coins and stamps or whatever you want to look at. Um, Talk a little more. He pours another shot, and he goes back and gets a few more items. In your 30-minute visit to the coin shop, you stumble out about hour and a half later, buying more than you intended to, because hey, it was a good time. Dobre rano. Thanks, Pete Clark. Yeah, it's a great morning. Thanks for joining. Oh yeah, uh, Emerald Prague is, it's got to be one of my favorite cities, and I'll be honest, I haven't visited them all. I mean, I've done like a quick tour through the UK. When it, after when on a long extended layover when I was in Heathrow, I did a little little bit of a jaunt, but didn't spend much time. Um, Little time in France, not much to really soak in. But of course, with between Prague and a lot of the cities throughout the Czech Republic, because of my roots, my company brings me to Sweden, so I've spent a lot of time in the Scandinavian area of Denmark and different exploring different parts of Sweden, and of course, I've been in Germany and throughout it. I just like the culture. Prague, yes, I'm biased, but I just love it. It's an area where you can just blink your eye and you can go back to a period of time, whether it's medieval, the Baroque period, Renaissance. It's just a timeless place, full of beauty. Yeah, I've had my share of absinthe. Yeah, I've had my first absinthe was in New Orleans. There's a place on Bourbon Street that serves it, but then when I went to Prague, especially, there's absinthe stores on every corner, and you can pretty much get the absinthe infused with whatever you can dream up. Oh wow, Emerald! I didn't realize you were out of country. Yeah, I can imagine. Get back to sunny Florida. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you've been there a while, I can only imagine you're ready to get back. I had a relative that was stationed in South Korea, um, probably for about a couple of years. Came back with great stories. Still likes going to Korean restaurants, but no desire to go back. Hello. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Absinthe is pure gasoline. Because if you've been to some of those places, I know I haven't seen it in the U.S. probably for safety reasons, but in Europe they have basically these fire shot bars. These one's called Stadtlucken in uh, Scandinavia, where whatever absinthe, Everclear, whatever you can dream up, they'll light it on fire for you, and make their drinks. I've got videos of some where they'll run it a line down the bar into the shot glass, and they'll just light it and just ignite it, a big long fire line. Yep. Well, all right. Well, it looks like my awesome intent of showing a great fireball sunrise over the hill is not going to happen thanks to this front that's come in. But the beauty is, it's actually weather's turned quite nice. It was very humid this morning, around I want to say it was like 73 degrees, but now I can already feel the wind coming in and the temperature dropping. So it's awesome. Maybe we'll actually get a proper October out of this in Texas. We all have a great day, and I hope the rest of your week is awesome. Thank y'all so much for joining. I appreciate it. I try to do these little lives in the morning. I'm trying to work on a set day of consistency, but uh, right now I just enjoy doing it. Thank y'all so much for supporting and joining in. And hope to see you guys in the streams at some point. And y'all have a great week. Thanks, guys.